So this is my video self-reflection summary sort of thing for my contemporary art practice to public outcomes unit. I thought I'd do a video over writing because I feel that as a person I can get my point across better while speaking than I would if I wrote it all down. So I'm kind of going to go through everything that I've kind of done and explain what went well, what I thought could go better, how I can expand on it in the future, and just generally where this practice in this sort of thing, all the skills that I've learned, can take me. For handing in, I'm handing in 2 folders. I'm handing in a small red folder which is going to be all of my documentation for my public outcome, which will include my emails and correspondence and all of the other things that I did for this unit, so basically all the paperwork side. And then I'm also handing in this lovely folder here, which is my proof of exhibition. I feel that this is good because it's proof that my exhibition happened, basically. I think I should start by explaining my event. So my event was called Colours and it was held at the Old Rectory in Northfleet, Gravesend. I submitted 30 images to this exhibition and held an opening event. My profits from the sales of my works went to the Alzheimer's and Dementia Support Services, which is a charity based on trying to raise money to enable the family and relatives of people that are suffering with Alzheimer's and dementia to keep them at home as long as possible and to support them while doing so. And the main reason why I'm donating to this charity is because it's the house charity for Base Point, which is the company that is residing in the building that I was displaying in, and they said that if I raised money that they would match it, so which is good. I think the best thing for me to do is to start at the beginning and explain some of the sort of things that I did for preparation before I did my exhibition. So what was quite good is I was given several opportunities to be able to display outside of the university in general. I thought before I'd done my exhibition it would be good for me to display and practice before the actual exhibition. So at the back of the folder there's some kind of images. Here is my work being displayed in the Kirk Lecture Theatre, just as an example, kind of displaying sort of thing, just to kind of see how it could be received by the public, and also examples of me showing it at Coffee Republic in Gravesend, which is here. What was quite nice about that is the owner let me display for a couple of weeks just to see how my work would be received in the wider scale of things. And then I also did the bar show. Also alongside the bar show I helped with the 3rd year auction stuff, which is also in the red folder. And then we went into my actual exhibition. What was great about my exhibition is it was more in-house, which was quite nice. The building that I was displaying in has around 28 small offices for companies, so we had quite a range of people being able to come. I also did a fundraiser on the night, which was also quite good, so we managed to raise some more money through that. Just the general idea of like creating this sort of exhibition style thing was quite different for me, and it was quite new because obviously I've never done anything like this before, so it was quite difficult for me. I tend to take one thing and work solely on that, and I struggle when there's like 2 things going on at the same time. So my studio work lacked so badly. I was working rather quite hard, quite closely with the manager of the Old Rectory, so I was producing work for the centre rather than my work being in the centre. So because of the relationship we had there, I kind of lacked my research element of my work when handing in for the studio, which I felt was lacking slightly, and I fully understand that. But unfortunately I just took this exhibition and I just ran with it, and I like to call it, what happened here was kind of like a snowball effect, and one thing happened and then another thing, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until I was just so overwhelmed with what was happening. I just didn't know what to do. But it's all over now, it's all done. I started gradually producing the images when I had the money. I got support from 3 external people to support with my work, with the money side of things, because it was getting quite difficult. I ended up definitely taking use of Excel and making spreadsheets and organising all of my stuff and what money I owed who. I've kept all of my receipts, so I know who I owe money to and what I spent it on, which was also really good because putting it in the spreadsheet led to me being able to work out what I was selling things for, profits, how much the charity is going to be getting, so on and so forth. I think I didn't have enough preparation still to do this on my own. I feel that I still had quite a lot of support, which there's no problem with that, but you know, when you do this sort of event and you're putting your name on it, I felt like I wanted to do more of it myself and not rely on other people. I felt that I was chasing things that wasn't my responsibility at the end. Obviously they'd taken things that had been passed on to other people to fix and to sort out. I felt like I was constantly chasing it, and I felt that that made me a bit needy in a way as an artist. And in the end, like, there was just some small things that if I went back and did it again, I would definitely have creative control over everything, because I would want everything to be perfect. And when it's, say if I did the whole event myself, obviously it's only myself to blame, but obviously there are other people involved and other people are responsible for other things, and I kind of look back at it now and I'm like, oh, if I'd done this I would have done it a lot different or more different. I think what was one of my most difficult things was because being based in Canterbury and my exhibition being in Gravesend, I felt like I was going to and from quite a lot. And because of this I had to rely more on emails and phone calls to the centre to be able to get things across, whereas I'm the sort of person where I'd rather just come speak to you face to face. It was quite difficult then once again because the people being able to put up my work were only there in the mornings, and I had work until 9:30 in the mornings. So by the time I'd got down to Gravesend, it would have been like I only had an hour to put my stuff up, so I did have to rely heavily on other people to be able to put my work up. In fact, in like the purpose of like hooks and presentation and stuff. The overall event actually, like, I think it was just more the preparation that I'm a bit thingy on. The event itself, when I had the open event, was great. Like Base Point donated like food. They had their caterer come in and do the catering, and yeah, it was really nice. I had people show up that I didn't expect to show up. I had family members I hadn't seen in years show up. I had like my old postman showed up, and then we had the Kent Messenger come and take pictures and do their stuff, and Harold, the Deputy Mayor of Gravesend, and the Deputy Mayoress. I had a lovely thank you card from them saying how much they enjoyed the event, which was quite nice. Going to a few more things that are in my folder. What was quite nice about my posters was something I got quite a lot of feedback from, which actually has led to this picture being donated to the Alzheimer's and Dementia Support Services Memories Cafe that they're doing. I'm going to be doing this. I'm not sure whether I want to make it the same size as what they were in my exhibition, or whether I want to... I think I'm going to end up going back to the cafe and seeing the sort of size that I have to work with, because this can be printed up huge, and if it's just going to be a small tiny thing plopped in the middle of a wall, I'd rather just take up the whole wall. So that's something I'm doing. So yeah, I've got all of my things. So basically this folder is just my exhibition. I thought this would be really nice to turn around and have as a physical documentation where I can just go, this is my exhibition. This is my work that I've done behind the scenes, but this is everything for my exhibition. So in here I have all of the images that were in my exhibition, and I need to print out pictures of it on the wall. I've got all the pictures that I need to print out just to say that this was done. And yeah, it's just everything is there. It's there, it's there, it's there. I think if I was to do it again, I would want to do less pieces but bigger, more of a scale, a different venue. I feel that, not maybe not even a different venue, maybe it could be still the same sort of thing, but maybe keep it all onto one floor. It was quite difficult to show people my work where I was, because I felt that I needed to be with them and to tour them where my stuff was, because of it being the business centre and because there being offices. It was a bit difficult to just let people roam free, especially when there was only a certain amount of images of mine that were upstairs and downstairs, and because of the offices and people working and blah, blah. I feel that doing this has definitely given me the experience to be able to organise my own event, but not just in a way that, oh look, I've just put a thing together. It's definitely given me the skills of money management, making sure that my time is distributed evenly between being here and being at the venue, liaising with other people regarding my work, so it's just not me doing it, because I tend to do most things on my own, and I need to learn, which I am learning, to work with other people and to trust other people when they're doing stuff. It's also given me a good relationship with quite a few of the technicians here at the university, because of the sheer quantity of printing and of fixing things. And I think one thing that I really felt that I could have done more with was external feedback. I think I got the, when you're at the event, people are there like, oh, this is amazing and all of this, but is it? Or are you just saying that? Like, because the majority of the people that I invited were people that I knew, it's going to get a different reaction to whether if it was the general public. I feel that if I was definitely to do it next time, I think more of a public place where anybody could just walk in, that could be a really good way of me finding out what's good and what isn't. In total, I've raised £250 for the charity, which is being doubled to £500. I feel that definitely doing this has kind of opened the doors for me artistically, because beforehand, yeah, I've got my portfolio and everything on my website, but unless someone clicks on it and goes on there and finds it, they don't physically see it. What's quite nice is now that I've displayed my work as me for other people to see, and when they've come out, they've gone, oh wow, I really like this. Who is this? When I was putting them up in the first couple of weeks, just to make sure that they were all in the right places, they were like, oh wow, this is really nice. Where are they from? And I was like, they're mine. I'm currently in negotiations with the centre that I've displayed my work in to finalise a price for all of the pieces that currently haven't sold, that are still displayed in the centre. But I think they're going to raise the money through one of their things to purchase them for the centre. But I definitely feel that this unit has definitely influenced me more on the mental thinking scale than it has on the artistic side, because walking into this exhibition, it wasn't about experimentation for me after Christmas. It was more, I'm going to need to tailor my work now, not try and find new techniques, but I need to tailor my work to be able to be displayed in an exhibition style thing. I said this is not the time for experimentation, but yet when I was creating my stuff, I was experimenting. It just all worked really well together, and I did it without realising. So I think I've definitely found something that I enjoy and I like doing. Yeah, fair enough, I will go back to my video work maybe, like I'm doing now, maybe, but currently right now I've found something that I think is along the right track of things for me. To form a general conclusion of my stuff, a great unit. I've massively taken a lot from it. I think that if I didn't do this, I would have completely been in a different mindset going into third year. I think there's definitely a few things that I need to tweak about my work. There's definitely the thing of not being able to multitask, which I know I'm working on, but because of this I need to not only do my work better, because I know that I can push myself more, but be able to tailor my time and work out. I need to be more self-managed about when I complete things and when I don't, and when things have hit a brick wall and all that sort of thing. So going into third year doing this unit has definitely helped me a lot. Obviously doing and helping with third years with their auction has definitely prepared me for doing all that sort of thing for next year. I definitely want to do more exhibition style pieces and events, and I definitely want to get myself out there more and do more public style outcomes. I think I've said everything that I've wanted to say in respect to what I've done, but I think I could just talk for days. I could go on and on and on about what went great, and I could pick at the smallest details, but I think at the end of the day, if I keep picking and picking and picking at what went great and what didn't go great and what I'd change next time, I feel that I would constantly be critiquing myself in my head. So I am going to draw a line under the colours exhibition at the old rectory and say that it was a really great event. It's really helped in my mind work out where I fit in contemporary art now and what I need to do to be able to evolve my practice within a public / wider context. Cool.